What is up, everyone? Today on Seth Leroy Hustle Adventures, we are going to St. Paul to pick something up, going to Illinois. It's going right by this Peoria town. I don't know how to say their name ever, but excited. We had two that we looked at yesterday. One wanted 250 for like 268 miles. I said 300 at the least just to get rolling, because it would have been closer to Chicago. Even though we had a bad week last week, like we said before, obviously we really want to keep hustling and making the money we need to keep going towards our goals, but at the same time we spend time together instead. If it's not worth our time to go out, we would have only profited like $100 off that, but still we appreciate everything that's, you know, offered to us. But look at that. That's what I'm excited for too. Our fence, our privacy. I don't know if you can see, well, it's probably hard to see now, but there are dog footprints everywhere in our yard because these dogs keep roaming around. But that'll be good for the spring. Get it up, hang out. That's a little off topic. This one is a good one. It is 368 miles, total miles, for $500. And we're about 3 hours from Chicago. We already did that research, so in the end, if I gotta head there, that's only, I don't know, like 40 bucks. But anyways, just excited to get rolling. I mean, in the end, like I said, still, we weren't gonna roll for no stupidnness. We actually opened our Radius 2 today, because Monday, if we don't get anything, the way we're running it is all regional, like I said before. And then if we don't get anything by Tuesday morning, chill out a little bit like we did this morning. And then we open up to Tennessee, Virginia, Philly, just to see what would happen. But yeah, so it's cool, because then once we're regional, we stay regional, because coming into Wednesday tomorrow, I'm not going to be traveling further south, further east. It would just be like hang out around here, and whatever happens, happens. It's funny, I had that one guy clown me too. He's like, oh, you don't make money, you're gonna hang out with your people. He's been trolling me forever, so shout out to Steve. He's hilarious, bro. But it's funny, like, no ego involved, but I have the comfortability to where I don't need to panic, because I busted my ass for 8 years to get to this point. So it's funny, he was acting like, oh, you have a bad week because you chill with your family. No, we decide to chill if we don't have a good week. But trust me, we were upset because we want to have good weeks. And I know I'm rambling at this point, but anyways, let's get on the road. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So fun picking up at railroad stations. Yeah, so we're all loaded up, dude. I knew right when I pulled in how crazy it was that, you know, you can tell. They're really serious on PPE. As you guys know, PPE is this type of stuff, or if you don't know, I got my hard hat under it, so if anyone ever asks, boom. Got that actually when I was a straight truck driver. Now, one thing with these busy places that you want to know, even being in a larger cargo van, mine's extended, but you know what I mean, or in a Sprinter van, whatever, always think parking when you're there. So I found a lot. This one guy's like, oh, you parked in a lot? Didn't you park? You could have parked on the side. It's like, no, I know that game. You know, especially when I was a straight truck driver. I've driven fifth wheel too, but mainly straight truck. So what I'm saying is, parking is huge. Like, if I gotta park and walk around, I went into one building, talked to someone, oh, go this way, talk to that person, oh, go that way, talk to that person, found where I needed to go. You know what I mean? But do not park just like, because they'll act like, why don't you just park on the side? No. Just trust me. You don't want to be that guy. Because I learned that as a straight truck driver. And even in this, I've had guys, why are you parked here? I'd be like, dude, I'm way away. That was because the guy was frustrated, he couldn't get his truck started. But it's just good to know, just go where you just either a parking lot or where there's nobody around, so you're just not the guy. Because you could be busy trying to get your bill of lading and get loaded up. Well, they're like, why did you park there? Which is funny. It's the same people who say don't park there. Dude was cool, loaded me up. I'm actually going to strap it here in a second, but I was going to get out of here. I was going to park back in that parking lot, but I was just like, you know what, let's just get out of here, and then we're going to load up, and then we're going to get going. But yeah, so we're all loaded up. Let's go. What is up, you guys? Yeah, we're about halfway there. You know, I got my app going, you know, getting some gas. Well, we're not halfway there. We got about, I think, like 5 hours left. But just updating you guys. So yeah, let's get this gas, and then we will go drop this thing off tonight. And then I'm debating on just heading straight to Chicago. Last time I felt like that was a mistake, because I'm going to that same area where I sat till about 12 o'clock. And I wouldn't even stay there that long. So to me, I'm starting to just think, you know what, I'd rather just, it's like 40 more bucks to just go to Chicago 3 hours away or whatever. And usually I'll only go 2 hours away to a rest area and be close enough where you can get good loads. So I'm probably just going to head to Chicago tonight, debating it right now. But that's what's cool is you learn, you know, it's like, what's worth it? 30 bucks to get to a good location, 40 bucks? Or is it better to wake up to just not deadhead at all? I guess we'll see. Well, there we are. We are all unloaded. Now, delivery time was 9:30 p.m. I got here at 6:20. Went to one building. These both were high-profile, big places, but it was funny. The first guy was a douche. Just like, I went to hand him the clipboard to show him like what I have, because the phone number didn't work. It was like, this is no longer in service. So, first thing he said too is, you're supposed to call a number. I said the number just said it's no longer in service, and he's like, what? And then I went to hand him the clipboard. It's like, this is what I got. You know, that's what you do a lot of places. He's like, oh, that ain't me, boss. And I was like, okay. So he walked away, he got somebody. And that's the thing. Then the other guy came, he was cool. But that guy, I told the guy, oh, it's disconnected, because he told me to tell them. And he like stood there. It was sort of weird. And then like I told the guy, and then the guy checked what I had. He's like, oh yeah, this is for here and whatever. And then the other guy chimed in from like across the way and was like, you need to tell him if a number's not working, because that's standard procedure. And I was like, no, I did tell him. But then before I could even finish that, then the other guy was like, let me see the number. I showed him the number. Apparently it was written down wrong. Instead of a 0, it was supposed to be, or instead of a 1, it was supposed to be a 0. And then that guy was obsessed with the number, the other guy. He was like a younger cat too, like my age. The other guy was older, who didn't care. Like, he's like, yeah, just so you know, that's the number then. And I'm like, okay. But then the other guy who came to unload me, he was like, oh, this is the wrong side of the building. Sorry, partner. Like, we got to go over there. Da da da. Super cool, super dope. Came over here to the south entrance. Boom, boom, boom. Bam, bam, bam. Unloaded. But that's the thing, too. Like, being your own boss is dope. The only thing you deal with is people. But I don't really care, because I get back in my van, you know. And I'm constantly... Perception is stronger than reality. I'm grateful that I can just be my own boss, do my own thing. Like... My wife just was saying, oh, I want to do an appointment on Monday. It's like, okay, then we don't do runs on Monday. You know what I mean? In a couple Mondays, but it's been just cool adjusting. Or like how we didn't get a run yesterday. Obviously, we wanted a run, but didn't come in, so we just hung out all night. You know, I watched the Timberwolves game. We watched some of our shows. But anyways, so yeah, we are all unloaded. And now I'm going with the plan. I told them, though, if there's one overnight, 7 a.m. is my cutoff. Like, anything after that I've had, like 10 a.m., that's just not cool. So, you know, and me and my wife made that decision. It's the best bet. So I am going to be heading towards Chicago if nothing comes up around this area, because I'm in a decent enough area. But if nothing comes up, I'm heading to Chicago, dude, to Chicago area, and see what happens there. But anyways, I'm really excited that everyone came along, or whoever came along. I appreciate all the support. It's amazing. And I try to inspire people. That's all I did this for when I started, was just to give people the insight I wanted and to show ride-alongs, because that's all I wanted to see. I just wanted to see someone living it. So You guys have a wonderful night, day, whenever you're watching this. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to. All of these things are if you want to, and if you feel like it would be enjoyable or to come along on the journey. I like when people are hitting me up and we can discuss this journey and what they're doing, what I'm doing. We bounce things off each other, but you know, everyone have a great night, day, like I said, and see you next time. Bye.